Hey guys, this is James from Parafix.com. Alright, so today we of course going to speak and to analyze about the market step by step. But first of all, before we start, we'll speak about some fundamental point of view that we are seeing lately. And basically I would like to talk about the CBRE. That this is of course all related to the real estates world, and it is important that they basically made sort of a statistic that explaining about the drop down from the offices on big cities around the world, and the drop down basically is standing on 7.7, and this is what's so amazing about it, that you're seeing how the real estate also influenced by the market, and you will be able to see how it's dropping down on the main cities type New York, type London, type Tokyo. And this is the main reason that they decided to make that statistic, in order that we'll be able to make a better decision whenever deciding of course to invest some currency around the world. So let's start to analyze the market. Let's see what's happening around the world, and by that of course it will be easier for us to make the right decision. So starting of course with the US Canadian, as I mentioned yesterday, we are looking right now on a daily chart, and I mentioned yesterday that the overall trend is totally, as you can see over the chart, downtrend. The US weak, the Canadian strong, and I did mention also yesterday that it's touched the resistance line, and this is the main reason that we would see a drop down. Why? Because if it's touching that, either it's going to break it or either it's going to go down back. And as we mentioned, join the trend. Whenever you're joining the trend is your best friend, and in that case of course this is what we did yesterday, and this is what happened also with the market. It is important, it's right now, it's, as you probably know, it was Thanksgiving in the US. Right now soon it's the Christmas time, and this is the main reason also that the retail sales is getting better right now in the US, and we're probably going to see that also influence in December, because more and more people basically are buying more and more products, and in that case of course it's helping to the US economy. If the big question is it really going to change the situation in the US? Regarding to that, I'm really not sure. But in order to see what's happening with the market, you will be able to see on the technical point of view a US weak, a Canadian strong. Of course, it's also important to mention that the Canadian really have a big influence from the commodities, the oil, the gold, the silver, and that's the main reason that as longer we're going to see those commodities strong, we'll keep on seeing the Canadian strong. Alright, so let's move to the next pair that I would like to talk about, and it will be of course the euro dollar that I mentioned yesterday. And also I did mention that we're seeing a clear uptrend on a daily chart, a strong euro, weak US, and this is what's happening also today, as you can see right here. Make sure that you're using the support and resistance. I did mention that few days ago it's already broke the resistance line, and it seems like that it will continue to move forward. In order to understand if it's really going to happen, we should wait and see to the fundamental point of view that will come later on today from the US session. So if you have any question, guys, keep on writing to us. We really love your questions. We'll be able to help you, I hope, by any question that you will have. Make sure that you're leaving your details, and we'll be able to contact you right away. Take care. That was James from Parafix.com.